KTVU Plus, the power of two.
You probably noticed it yesterday. Some of your favorite websites with messages protesting the Trump administration's proposed rollback of net neutrality protections. Amazon, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, all among the some 80,000 websites that took action against those proposed changes.
Well, joining us now is Ryan Eldridge. Ryan is a tech analyst with Nerds on Call. Ryan, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see you. Okay. Thank you for joining us. You know, a lot of people hear the name net neutrality but don't know what it means. In simple terms, basically, what is net neutrality?
Well, essentially, we want what net neutrality really represents is a free and open internet where a small website has the same access to bandwidth as a large website. That's basically it. And it's such a terrible name, and it confuses everybody. But essentially, what's at stake here is Ajit Pai. He's the chairman of the FCC. He wants to roll back what's called Title II protections from the Telecommunications Act, where it essentially classifies ISPs as a utility. And if we think about it, imagine if we didn't have the internet today. All of our lives would be dramatically different. I mean, it's the collection of the entire world's history of knowledge at your fingertips. And so it's really sort of a necessity, especially for most Americans. And so classifying as a utility sort of makes sense. It allows a lot of protections. However, the ISPs, on the other hand, are saying, look, it's not fair to have large companies like Netflix and Google and Facebook take up so much of our bandwidth. It causes us to have to pay more for infrastructure and to build out things, and it suppresses our ability to innovate unless we are able to charge these companies more for the amount of bandwidth they use. And so it kind of makes sense on that hand. But what this would allow, if they roll back these protections, it would allow certain companies, the ISPs, Comcast, Time Warner, to essentially say you're allowed to see certain things and you're not allowed to see other things unless they pay an extra fee. And that could mean consumers could pay more for their ISPs or for their data.
So then, Ryan, are these big companies like Amazon, Reddit, Twitter that are standing up for net neutrality, are they doing so to stand up for the little guy or to protect their own bottom line so they don't have to pay more?
A little bit of both. So imagine if you and I had the greatest idea in the world and we got into our garage and we built out a new streaming app to compete with YouTube and some of these other big players, right? If net neutrality is rolled back, ISPs could be charging streaming services more money just to get online and get to consumers. Somebody like Netflix and YouTube, they've got deep enough pockets where they're going to be able to pay that extra fee. But you and I, heck, we got startup money. We don't have a lot of money to spend on that sort of thing. So it would really suppress the ability for new things to come to market, and it really kind of solidifies everybody's positions. If I was Google, if I was Facebook, if I was a big internet company, I would actually want net neutrality rolled back. So the fact that the 80 million websites are coming together and everybody's saying, knock this stuff off, that's pretty cool.
Wow. So I know our time is winding down. I know there have been protests against this and, you know, displayed, and people are being asked to join this. You think it'll be effective?
You know what? Ajit Pai has said back when he was just a commissioner that he was not in favor of these. And there have been so many comments on the FCC website. That's really how you can protest now, is go to the FCC website and leave a comment and let them know that you do not want net neutrality rolled back. Or if you want it rolled back, leave a comment too. We can all have our opinion heard. But the chances of this getting rolled back in this particular political climate is really high. There's another thing you can do is go to Facebook. On the side tab there's a little tab called Town Hall. It'll give you access to all of your representatives, your local representatives. Email every single one of them and let them know how you feel about net neutrality. The only way this is going to do anything at all is if all of us in one voice speak what our opinion is and kind of make the administration listen to us.
Okay. Well said. You made it nice and simple, easy to understand. Ryan Eldridge, a tech analyst with Nerds on Call. Thank you for joining us on Mornings.